Hello and welcome. I'm on the lot. I'm on the used lot, of course. And today we have a minivan. What? Yeah, a minivan, a rebadged version. Here's another rebadged car right here, but this is a Taurus, right? This is a Lincoln MKS, which is a rebadged Taurus. But this, you ever seen one of these? This is a Volkswagen Routan. Remember that? 2010, right, to 2015, right in there. They thought they're going to sell 100,000 of these a year. They never sold more than 15,000 a year. In the last 2 years, they only sold like 5,000 total. All right, so this is a Dodge Caravan, rebadged. Here's the problem. Sold at VW deals because Volkswagen said, look, we need a minivan to sell because we got nothing. We got tiny cars, we got Beetles, we got nothing, right? So Dodge says, all right, we'll make this thing in Canada, eh? Right? Clever of me right there. And so we don't know what year this one is, so they made it right along in Winter, Ontario, Canada, right alongside the Dodge Caravans. They put different lights on it, right? They called it a Routan, and it was $7,000 more than a Caravan. These started at $28,000. The Caravan started at $21,000, and these actually had less options standard on them than the Dodges. So there was literally zero reason for someone to buy one of these. Okay, other than you happen to crash right in front of a Volkswagen dealer and needed a van immediately and had no time to even drive down to Dodge. That's the only reason, and that's the problem with these vans. Okay, they didn't think it through very good. They're like, oh, well, what Volkswagen said is, oh, well, people will pay a premium for our product because it's such a good product. And it turns out that's not the case. Because, no, it didn't get any Volkswagen different engines or anything. It's either got the 3.8, okay, the 3.6, which came in 12 or 13, I think, and a 4-liter, okay? So whatever the Dodge had, this had. Nothing different. These are 6-speed automatic vans, so it gets the same fuel mileage, everything. And that's it. They put little VW stickers like that one. Inside it says Volkswagen all over the place, but that's it. That's the only difference. And that's the problem of rebadging. I never like it. I don't like when Ford does it, like with this MKS here. This is a Lincoln, right? This is just a Ford Taurus that they re-fancy up the grill, which I had a video several years ago on these cars. Same thing. I called it a Taurus in a tux. Okay, you can go look at that. Same thing. This is the same kind of thing, except they didn't put a tux on this. They like dressed it up in cargo pants and and a bucket hat, and had sent a Caravan out and said, hey, you could be a Volkswagen, you could do it. Okay, and it turns out they couldn't do it because they couldn't get rid of these things. In fact, the last 2 years, they had so many of these on the shelf sitting, waiting for people to buy them. They said, look, stop sending them to us, Volkswagen dealers. We don't know what to do with them. So the last 2 years of this were for rental fleets only. That's where they went. And that's the kiss of death for a car. When it gets only to rental fleet, the resale on it is going to be garbage. And ironically, you can pick these up cheap if you can find one. I think the first year was the best year, maybe 15,000. And then in 2011, there's maybe 10,000 of them. So there's only 30 or 40,000 on the road. Not many. And that doesn't mean it's a collector's item, certainly. Okay, but you can get them cheap. If you want a Caravan, you should look for one of these. They're super cheap. They can be fixed at any Dodge dealer, right? So no problem. It's all Dodge parts. Unless this part goes bad, okay, it's all Dodge parts. So they can be fixed anywhere. They would be just as reliable as a Dodge, which is questionable. And there you go. That's a minivan on the cheap. The Volkswagen Routan. Hardly see them because they hardly made any of them. Well, I've done this video. Ford has probably made as many F-150s during the time of this video as they made of these vans. Volkswagen made of these in 5 years. All right, so that's the story on a kind of an orphan van, the Volkswagen Routan, which also rhymed. It's daylight, and we're headed out. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon on the lot.